Teacher Prize Ambassador, computer science teacher, founder of Sanio Valley, catalyst for creating social, cultural and economic development in the Sanio region and the inland areas of Campania, digital technology at the heart of their revival as a tool to attract new enterprises and foster the growth of existing ones. He inspires innovation and community impact. And the talk this afternoon is about rebooting engagement in an age of AI, which I'm sure is something many of us are interested in. Over to Carlo.
Teacher, and
there we go.
I'd like to share with you a path to keep our students engaged and curious, even now, in the age of artificial intelligence. We will start from a model I call Vivariumware, and we will arrive at a renewed form of digital evangelism that keeps the human spark at the center of technology. I teach computer science at IT Giambattista Bosco Lucarelli in Benevento, Italy. Over the years, I have tried to combine technology, education, and entrepreneurship to give my students real opportunities. I have been a Global Teacher Prize Top 10 finalist, and I now serve as an ambassador for the Varchi Foundation. I founded the Sanio Valley APS to connect our internal areas in Italy with innovation and to show that you can start local and scale global. Through junior achievement, I mentor students who build real projects and sometimes even startups. I like to define myself as a digital evangelist in the sense technology must amplify people, not replace them. Artificial intelligence is reshaping not only how we learn, but what we believe learning is. Algorithms simulate creativity, machines compose music, and students can ask ChatGPT for answers faster than they can ask themselves the right questions. As teachers, we must stop and ask, are we still humans in this process? Our challenge is not to compete with the machines, but to keep alive what makes us unique: curiosity, emotions, empathy, meaning. AI can replicate knowledge, but not wonder. It can process data, but not dreams. We seek a concrete solution to abstract problems. In fact, every day teachers face abstract problems: motivation, engagement, meaning, but the best answers are always concrete. They grow in real classrooms, real projects, real stories, where entrepreneurship becomes a way of learning. That's where Vivarium was born, from the idea that a classroom can become a real ecosystem, a living lab where learning happens through creation, experimentation, and shared responsibility. Vivarium is not just a teaching method. It's an ecosystem, a greenhouse of competence, where curiosity takes root and grows into autonomy. Students work in small self-chosen teams, 2, 3, sometimes 4 people. Each team acts like a micro enterprise. They choose a name, define a project, and appoint a team leader. Across the class, a project leader coordinates the work of all groups, while the teacher becomes a client and mentor, guiding, not controlling. Every team regularly updates a shared project document, the heartbeat of their progress, applying agile principles, short iterations, quick feedback, continuous improvement. The focus is not on perfection, but on evolution. Students learn to plan, to collaborate, to make decisions, and to transform ideas into values. This is education as a real experience, learning by doing, feeling, and reflecting. In Vivariumware, groups work is the foundation. Each team becomes a creative cell where different skills and perspectives merge. Collaboration is not just a method, it's the heartbeat of engagement. Students learn that cooperation is not the opposite of individuality, but its highest expressions. Every team needs structure and clarity. Within each group, a team leader ensures coordination and accountability. The project leader chosen among all students acts as a bridge between the teachers and the class community. These roles teach ownership, empathy, and leadership, skills essentials in both education and entrepreneurship. The teachers provide only general directions about technologies or teams, leaving full freedom to students to define the nature and purpose of their project. This autonomy transforms engagement into commitment. When students design something they believe in, they bring it to life with energy, creativity, and purpose. Vivarium follows agile principles, fast iterations, constant feedback, flexibility. Teams deliver small, meaningful progresses instead of waiting for the perfect result. This rhythm builds confidence and the culture of continuous learning. Agile here means alive. At the end of each cycle, teams present their work through an elevator pitch, concise, convincing, and creative. They explain what they built, how they built it, and why it matters. The presentation becomes a moment of growth where communication meets courage. Finally, the class votes online to select the best project. The teacher does not vote, only observes. Students evaluate each other with fairness and insight. This peer evaluation turns assessment in learning. They understand the quality, responsibility, and respect. It's not about competition, but about recognition and growth. The award ceremony is an important moment. Finally, we celebrate together. The award ceremony is not about prizes, it's about recognition. It's the moment when effort becomes pride, when learning becomes joy. But now let's move to another idea, digital evangelism. I borrowed the term from Guy Kawasaki, one of the first Apple evangelists. He said that being an evangelist is not a job title, it's a way of life. It means loving the cause, not just the product. And education, too, is a cause. If you don't love the cause, don't teach it. That's the art of true digital evangelism. Technology is not enough. Passion is the engine. We don't need technicians. We need believers in education, people who spread enthusiasm, who love what they do. Yes, these screenshots are taken from some of so many talks that I have with students from all the world, and these smiles are marvelous. And we have to say that if you don't love the cause, don't teach it. That's the heart of true digital evangelism. Because teachers matter. We are not just transmitters of knowledge, we are multipliers of meanings. When we love teaching, students feel it and they start loving learning again, as you can see from this by these smiles. Now, being mentors, but love alone is not enough. We must also be mentors. A mentor doesn't work ahead or behind. They work beside. They share experience. mistakes, and hope. They listen, not just instruct. About mentoring. Mentoring means being available, not perfect. It means showing that path without taking the steps for others. It's the art of letting students find their own strength, while knowing you're there if they fall. Coaching teaches skills. Mentoring shapes souls. Coaching is about goals. Mentoring is about growth. Both are useful, but mentoring leaves roots. For our students, we need the vision beyond, yes. And for our students, we need to show them that knowledge is not born in isolation. As Brian Keringer said, quoting Newton about Dennis Ritchie, we're all standing on the shoulders of giants. That's what we should remind our students. Greatness comes from gratitude, from building upon others' ideas with respect and purpose. But now the digital hyperunion, where ideas start thinking for us. Today, there's a new hyperunion, a digital one, an invisible realm where ideas, code, and algorithms are generated before we can even think them. The risk that we no longer climb towards knowledge, but receive it, ready-made. When ideas start thinking for us, the human mind risks short circuit. That's why, like in Matrix, we must choose again the red pill to return to the real, imperfect, beautiful world of human thought. I really hope I haven't wasted your time. Thank you so much for sharing a little of your life with me today. It's a privilege to learn together, to reflect together, to imagine together. So let's keep doing it. Let's keep the human spark alive in the age of AI. Let's keep rebooting curiosity. Thank you.
What a lovely talk from Carlo there, and he's certainly not wasted our time this afternoon. That really was fascinating, and so many themes recur through all of this, and